I got what you want. I got what you want. I got what you need. A blind man once told me they don't need eyes to see. Nothing in life is free. That's why I'm in love with the green. My name holds weight by the P. Money don't grow on trees. I got what you need. G to an A, find a tool, Ray, buckle up, cause we going out of space. On your marks, get ready for the race. Took a Uber, just another on the face. I got drugs for sale, got it through the mail.
YouTube! It's your boy Sleazy, keeping it sleazy.
It's the fake photographer here, Kaptured Moment, aka Kevvv.
It's your boy Kev for real.
It's Mr. Redbeard here, aka Brad.
And it's the young boy, Big Samuel. You already know the vibe.
And you're watching the
Beach Boys.
We got a special guest today, man. Y'all give it up for Samuel, dog.
What's the word, man? How y'all doing? How y'all feeling?
Oh, y'all got a soundboard?
Yes, sir. What we doing today, stuff? Today we're gonna be talking about everyone's dating experience in 2023 and the things that they see differently, the things that they wish were different, and just their own personal experiences. Today we're gonna get a little personal.
So who wanna go first?
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
That's a long game of rock, paper, scissors, shoot. That's a long.
Somebody say something.
You know what? I'll start it off.
Okay.
Oh, shit. Dating for me in today's generation, to me, it's more superficial than anything. I don't think it's as like, do I love this person? Whereas, how many followers do you have? You know, how many people do you know? Like, what rooms can you get me into? It's sad. You know, when I talk to a person, I want to get to know a person. I want to know you through and through. And I don't think that matters to people anymore. You know, because a lot of people can be bought. I won't be a hypocrite. I am for sale.
I was gonna say that everybody has a price.
Everybody has a price. Oh, listen, you don't got enough money, but at the same time, I think that with a relationship should come a gain. I'm not gonna act like you shouldn't get anything from it, because then, damn, why are you with me? But at the same time, I think the basis of it should be love, and we should be growing and benefiting from each other. But let's not lose sight of why we're even with each other. I know plenty of people that are in a relationship because they both need a place to live. Where's the love? Jeez. When you talk to each other, there's so much hostility, so much anger and resentment because you know you didn't want to be with this person.
So it's like, why are you even with this person?
Exactly.
It's because that rent money you do, that's why.
Where's your half? Where's your half?
But I mean, those are just some of the things that come to mind for me at first, because it's like, and I feel like now more than ever, social media gives each partner so much access to other people. They're under the illusion of options.
That's
like,
a fact.
Bro, you don't know this woman from Cincinnati. Stop liking all her pictures. Get all her comments. Tell her you love her. She's not going to talk to you, bro.
That one sounded a little personal, bro.
Hey,
He did say he was going to get personal.
Listen, all I'm going to say is this. I see a lot of guys sitting down right here, right next to me, and people's likes they're not going to talk to, bro. Just give it up. Give it up.
That's for everybody.
Yeah, facts.
Listen.
That's for everybody.
Oh, who you talking to?
That's everybody. That's everybody. Everybody. Male or female.
He has a point. Because, no cap, there be people on Facebook, I'm saying, that you be seeing in everybody's comments. You know,
the pick-me's.
Exactly. Trying to crack jokes, trying to get laughs so they can have some attention. You dig what I'm saying? And it's just like, you're not seeing it.
But you got to look at it on this perspective. It's social media. We're supposed to be social.
Literally.
Exactly, Kevin.
So what are you telling me?
Huh?
What are you telling me then?
Oh, I was just being petty.
No, I know. I don't like when people are like, what Steph said. Oh, people in likes and stuff. We have social media to be social.
Yeah, it's made for likes.
That's
so
what I'm
you're
saying.
telling me I can't do what social media is made to do?
If that's the case, just delete the whole thing.
Yo, facts.
Whoa. But you gotta understand.
Wait.
I'm talking about people that are dating.
No, I know.
say,
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Because
Okay.
what Steph is talking about is intention, bro. So if you're on the socials and you're having the wrong intentions with liking and being in the comments, that's a different conversation. Because, like, to add to him, right, back in the day, I know, here this nigga go, back in the day, right? But back in the day, bro, you had to physically see your options if you was creating options. Now, Nigga, I open up my Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, anything. I see 20 different options. So now I almost feel like I don't have to be committed to. Not me personally. You know what I'm saying? Like, someone's gonna feel like, not me. But somebody could feel like they personally don't have to be committed to somebody, whether it be emotionally, physically, or spiritually. Because it's like, if I can go on an app and just see 20 people that catch my attention, then it's really like I'm only with you when I'm with you. My phone is paying, like it's taking my attention any time else. So
it's like an escape.
Yeah, and it's like it's weird too because it's like you might be with that person all the way through when you're with them, but then imagine being on your phone late night and you're like lusting after somebody else because you have that much access to all these new people. So I think it's all just about intention. Like, are you going on there just to like because you're following them and that's a friend of yours, or
To be social.
Yeah, to be
Like Kev
social.
said, to be social.
Or are you trying to be a little more than social? You know what I'm saying?
Yo, man.
My take on dating in 2023, I think I would say I realize it's more about like what you have. Like I feel like now it's like it's really like on some if the guy has money, the girl like it'd be girls that wouldn't even go for a guy like that, but because they have the money or like they have a nice car or they got some going for themselves.
Kev,
like,
get him, Kev.
it's like, you know what I'm saying? Then that's kind of what they be looking for low key now. It's like it's not even about who you are as a person or like
It ain't even about who you look like.
Bro,
Oof.
that too.
Shit.
Or like what you really bring to the table is like if you have status and money. It's really like, you know what I'm saying?
So can I ask you a question real quick, Brad?
Isn't that crazy though?
What qualities do you feel like a man should have to be a good partner aside from the money then?
That's a good question.
That's a real good question.
Because if you're not gonna give him those, you gotta have the money.
Yeah.
So I want to know from you, because you brought that view up, and I agree with you. I think it's tough sometimes, but I want to hear what you think.
Let him cook now.
I think I'm gonna use this little quote from this show that I've been watching.
Talk to me.
And basically I feel like aside from that, what you should bring is being a 24-hour person for them, like being able to be there for them emotionally, or if they need anything, like obviously like as a man you gotta provide, but you get what I'm saying, like be there in areas that like they wouldn't like normally, like basically men wouldn't normally be, besides the money and the things and being able to buy stuff, but like
Can you give some examples?
I was about to say, what's some traits? Like, give me like 2 traits or 3 traits.
Like I would say actually listening to them,
So
like
a good listener. Okay.
like, you know, listening to their problems and actually acting on like, okay, say if like they're going through a few issues and they need help in certain areas and like you go out to try to help them in that area and they like basically damn, how do I put this?
You're doing good.
Being their
I'm
backbone.
here. Keep cooking.
It's
Keep
like,
cooking, bro.
It's like, okay, it's like, for example, like say like she says she wants to start a new business or whatever, but doesn't really know where to start.
Give her
Right?
some
Go-
resources.
Resources like going out to Walmart, getting some product, or going to get her a planner, or even helping her plan
Taking
on how she
initiative.
can, you know, basically attack, you know, starting this business or whatever.
Yeah.
Or even looking for spots that she can rent out, or, you know, just certain things that you listen to their problems and you actually try to help them. It's besides like just buying them stuff and just spending money on it.
Stuff like that is priceless.
Yeah.
Wow.
I add like, I think a trait that most people overlook, specifically in like this time period or generation you want to call it, being a good communicator. Honestly, like being a good communicator can do a lot more for you, because I think like a lot of times we walk into like situationships or talking stages or whatever with a lot of preconceived notions about the other person or just assumptions, and not talking about it because, you know, you might not want to look weak or not too open, and you don't know if like this person is going to be in your life within the next 2 months, so you don't say nothing. I think it actually adds to why that person might not be in your life within those next 2 months, because you're not saying or leaving it on the table of what it is that you want. So a lot of times you walk away with a situation like, damn, she could have been good, like, you know, but nobody said shit. So I think being a good
But then
communicator-
again,
Who you reminiscing over?
sometimes when you do that, then again, sometimes when you do that, like it kind of feels like it gets thrown back at you.
How so? How so?
Like, say if like you guys come through, like say if you guys come across a hiccup or whatever, and you guys are arguing, then she's just like just throwing everything you vented to her about at your face.
It don't gotta be like, all right, so I think there's different levels of communication, right? So I think it's about more so like stating your boundaries. Like it don't gotta be like, hey, my big toe on my left side is bigger than all my, my toes on my right side. It don't gotta be some shit like that. But let's say like, oh, hey, I want this with you, or hey, I feel like a respect boundary that you do or you don't do is this, and I feel like you should respect that, or vice versa. She says something like that to you. I think more in that sense. I don't think it's. There are people out there that utilize insecurities against you as a weapon, but I feel like it's more so about boundaries and like, bro. Prime example, right? We live in Boston. Niggas go to parties and get nutty, right?
Yeah.
So there's certain people that would have that conversation to be like, well, parties don't
can't
really
dance,
matter,
yeah.
and then some people would be like, no, that shit matters. You're basically fucking another. I can swear on it.
Yeah.
Okay. But basically, somebody would be like, "You are fucking, bro. Like you're fucking with clothes on." So, and that's very understandable. But who's to know if that's a problem if no one says anything because closed mouths do not get fed? You know what I'm saying? So that's how I see it.
But then I also feel like with communication also has to come like comprehension also has to come
That's a
as
fact.
well.
Yeah, that is a fact.
Because like you can communicate that and all that stuff, but do they really understand where you're coming from? And like, you gotta understand both sides as well. Because like you could say all the things you feel you. Hold on.
No. Hold on. Cook, bro. Cook.
Slow down,
Slow down, son. G. Cook, though.
Freaking, you can say all the things you don't want your partner to do, but you also got to understand, like, what if this is something that he's used to doing and you're just telling him to just stop?
But then that's on you, though.
Yeah, I was about to say, bro.
Like, if you're talking to someone, like you say, the comprehension is key. Sorry to cut you off, Samuel and Carl.
No, it's all good.
But at the same time, you have to understand when you're talking to someone, if you guys don't necessarily agree on something, it's nothing against you, nothing against me. Maybe we just can't work together.
But at least y'all had that conversation.
But at least we had the conversation.
Okay.
So conversations, despite the comprehension, need to be had. Now, if this person decides not to comprehend what you're saying to them, then you need to understand, maybe I can't be with this person because we can't understand each other. We can't talk unless you're willing to go the more difficult route and try and find another way to communicate with someone.
Compromise.
I would say go over compromise, because compromise could be like, okay, she doesn't want me to do this, but I like doing this. I'm not going to do this. Or he doesn't like when I do this, so I'm not going to do it even though I like doing it. But if you want to take it a step further, find a way to communicate to them in a way that they understand. Say you talk with a lot of bass in your voice and she's not able, just for example, to really understand when you're talking like that because she has traumas of being yelled at as a child, or she has issues where she doesn't really like to listen when people are yelling at her. Lower your voice. Talk to her in a manner to understand there's nothing against her. There's no hostility. I'm not angry. I just want you to understand where I'm coming from. And when you change your approach, you might be able to get a response that you actually want. But a lot of people in today's dating scene, it's like, it's my way or the highway.
Yo,
I'm this
facts.
way. I'm not
Facts.
going to change. Now, don't get me wrong. I won't be a hypocrite. There's some things that I'm not going to change because I think it's fundamental to who I am.
At least he honest,
but,
bro.
but look, I'm open to changing. But my thing is this, though. If I'm going to make changes, I better see some too.
That's fine.
Because if I don't, I'm my
Respectable.
dead grandma. I'm not going to be with you. What do I look like putting all the effort in places I'm very uncomfortable in and you get to be comfortable? If we not both uncomfortable, I'm going to find a way to be comfortable.
One person
Oh,
can't
God.
always be the bigger person,
Yeah.
bro. Y'all have to meet eye to eye on a lot of
Literally.
shit. And I think that's what people don't realize too. Like when you are messing with somebody, at some point it does become like an emotional partnership because you can't be the one that's being just taken advantage of or like always straining yourself to explain what you feel and how you want to do things, or even just like looking inwards to be like, you know what, this does make you feel uncomfortable, or hey, I realize you're not used to this. Like he said, you might be somebody who naturally talks with aggression when you talk. Like that's just you passionately, because maybe in your life when you was younger, talking in the household, you couldn't really get to speak. So when you do get to speak, it's like I need to get everything out at once.
Before-
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like, but if somebody communicates to you, yo, this is an issue, you got to be able to sit there and be like, you know what? I shouldn't take that as an offense. I should be able to be like, okay, let me lock in real quick, and compartmentalize my emotions and realize like, okay, how can I show up for you so that way you can show up for me.
That's a fact.
Going back to the original question, dating scene in 2023, I looked at it a completely different way than I looked at it. I looked at it like this because, like, humans, obviously we change and stuff like this, but I personally, I feel like dating, like, you know, when people are like dating 20 this now is different. It's not. The only thing that's different is the phone.
That's
it's
true.
Not. Everyone acts the same. Back in the day, they did the same thing. It just wasn't online.
Oh, shit.
No, seriously. No, seriously. Like,
That's true.
you cheated on Becky. Okay.
Yeah.
But now it's online. Now that everybody knows you cheated on so-and-so online. But back in the day, you do it behind the closed doors. No one knows.
Yeah, literally.
Right.
Literally.
I think the difference is just there's more access to it now.
And everybody has access to you, and everybody knows your business now.
Yeah.
So it's like privacy is kind of like something that's, you know, non-existent nowadays.
Bro, you gotta be moving tack.
Yeah.
You're trying to do some shit for real.
Even if you're moving tack, it's like people always have suspicions of you and want to know things about you and all that
some
stuff.
of these girls out here, I swear to God, federal informants, bro. They can work for the FBI if they want to,
and
bro.
they're wasting their talents digging through my stuff.
Bro, go get your degree.
Go get a degree and help America.
That shit is crazy, bro.
Trust me. Hey, look,
Sherlock
it's
Holmes,
fellas
yo.
too. It's fellas too. I had some guys. I gave
Yeah.
them a call and they found out everything I needed to in less than an hour. I'm trying to show you real life.
Yeah.
But I to piggyback off what Kevin said, I kind of agree. In some aspects, I think that there are some similarities from now as far as then. And then the phone kind of magnifies and gives you access to like, oh, did you hear about what just happened to Becky? Yeah, her man was cheating. And it's like, well, damn. You didn't have to hit the internet, though.
Literally.
You know, because you can work past certain things when it's in-house. Now, okay, yes, say Becky got cheated on. Now her friend Linda's in her ear. Now Stacy's in her ear. And it's like, if they didn't know, those two unhappy birds couldn't continue to be in your ear.
Stop tweeting and shit.
Telling
Yo,
you
facts.
to leave this man who, despite this mistake that, I know some people don't view it as a mistake, but I don't care. Despite this mistake, has been great to you, has done good to you, has brought like a lot of good things into your life. But because of this, you're just going to listen to them and leave. Now, I understand for some people that's a big thing. And I also think cheating's a lot more common now than it's ever been.
Way more common,
Yeah.
bro.
You know?
I mean,
Way more common.
It's happened before, but it's at an all-time high now. You're mad at your partner, you go cheat.
The definition of cheating now is also expanded. Like
Yeah,
some
that's
people like
true.
view a lot of different things
That's
as cheating.
true.
as well.
That's
Liking a
also
picture
true.
is
Yeah,
cheating.
liking a picture is cheating.
Is cheating.
Talking to another woman is cheating.
Like, that's my friend.
Yo.
Wait. I can't have my cousin get the groceries.
Like, bro.
But-
What do you feel like cheating is now?
Me?
Yeah.
Just the original like definition, like you sleep with someone else, like that, like you're calling somebody late night, like you can obviously call somebody during the day, I don't care, but like late night, like 2 a.m.
Yeah.
So
midnight, we know what you're doing.
So
sleep.
if you see like, all right, let's paint a scenario, right? Let's say you at a function, right? You know, whatever, right?
You already lost me because I don't go to
All right,
it.
either way, all right, let's say you're at a function, right?
You're at the club.
And your person you're talking to at the situation is there at the time, right? She don't know you're there, right? You just pull up because you know, like, all right, you want to get outside. Now you see her like, stop, like, who you talking to like that to another nigga? Is that cheating to you?
Yeah, but that goes back to the original definition of cheating. Back like that's like
Well, you just said sleeping with somebody, so I'm
I
saying
you
like,
know, like the original, like y'all know what cheating is like. They're not today's day and age of cheating, like texting somebody. Like back in the day, like the normal definition
Committing
of cheating.
adultery.
Yes, adultery. Talking to somebody you know you're not supposed to be talking to. Going out with somebody you know you're not supposed to be going out with.
Copy.
All those stuff. But like the social media part, like no. Unless you're texting them, flirting with them.
On
That's-
intention.
Yeah, exactly.
Intention, okay.
But anything else, nah.
Okay.
Do you feel like you could forgive somebody that's cheating?
Nah. Because you clearly weren't thinking
Nah,
about
yeah.
you clearly weren't thinking about me.
I'm right with him. I'm right with him, bro. I'm right with him, bro.
It's one and done.
But do you believe that people make mistakes?
Yeah,
though?
but I'm not here to fix your mistakes.
That's a fact, bro. I mean, you could be a thief and steal some shit.
Exactly.
Like, I'm not gonna look at you like you didn't steal the shit that you stole, bro.
You're
So
not
you're
gonna
not
steal from
gonna,
me.
so you're not gonna forgive them.
No.
Can I ask you a difficult question? Are you mature enough to ask why?
Yeah. Because
What if their
have to
why trumps how you feel?
Yeah. Well, what if you agree with that? Why?
no. If you cheat, you cheat. if I don't cheat, like if I'm doing everything right,
Yeah.
respecting you, respecting your boundaries, everything, I'm doing everything good, and you cheat, yeah, I'm leaving. You did wrong, and I did right. I didn't do nothing wrong to affect you or any way, and you just cheat on me? What? That's crazy.
My boy's tight.
Is that not crazy?
Nah,
No,
that is
I
very
hear you.
crazy. It
You're
is
doing
very
everything right, Steph.
Yeah.
You're not texting no girls, nothing.
Yeah. I can't say what I'm gonna say on
The
here.
partner, all right. the person you're with, boom, cheats on you, but you're doing everything right, and then they come with a
10
why.
toes.
They come with their why. Their why doesn't mean nothing because you did everything for them. You know, you didn't step out of line.
Yeah.
You did everything right.
I understand, but another thing that I've seen like people like say is like I did everything right. I didn't cheat. I didn't do this. But a lot of times they don't have the conversation with this person as to what they actually needed or what would have actually been good for them. Like you can think that you're doing your best in your own way, but
But are you really doing the
you
right
didn't do
thing?
the best that
In
you
their
could for
eyes.
them.
Okay,
In
but I
their eyes,
understand.
it probably
So
wasn't,
so
you know?
in their eyes, since you guys are going with this way, in their eyes,
We're just challenging you.
I know. But in their eyes, so cheating,
Yes.
that's what I couldn't do for you.
Wait,
That's
what?
you cheated because you needed pleasure,
I don't think it's always just that. At
So-
least with if I'm going
I
on the
mean,
sake
nah,
of
you
just
cook.
right? Am I lying? So when you like physically cheat, like,
Because you have intention when you cheat.
Exactly.
So what, if you're doing everything right, what was the intention? is
Exactly.
basically what you're saying. So I understand what you're saying.
you didn't want to be with me this whole time. You wanted,
If you did,
know?
if you did everything right and still cheated,
Trying to
you wanna
show
sleep.
you,
know what I'm saying?
bro. Exactly.
Okay.
That's tough.
And
You got a point.
You know what's also sad about like I guess like having situations with social media now. Like Steph was talking about like how the two birds, like the friends that are two birds, will see shit and like be in somebody's ear. I also think like it creates like subconscious birds in other people's ears because like imagine you see your mans get done the worst way on socials, right?
Yeah, facts.
You're like, bro, I'm not trusting no bitch, bro.
Exactly.
And then
Yeah.
shorty do the
Exactly.
same, vice versa. She's like, I'm not trusting no nigga. And it could have been like a good girl and a good guy, like that could have actually had something. And then he's like, nah, but she's still in a good situation. And then he fuck her over, and then she might continue the cycle and fuck the next nigga over. And it's
because
like,
of that first
because
situation.
exactly the
Yeah,
first initial
that's
view
literally
of
what
seeing
they
what
do.
happened, bro. That's I think why there's an issue now.
If I'm hurting, you're hurting too. That's why they look at it like that.
Yeah.
I
Yes,
see a lot of people go out into the world and actually just hurt people.
On purpose.
You know, and it's like, why? Like,
For real.
I'm not gonna act like I haven't in my own personal past, hurt some people, but that was never my intention. I don't go out into the world looking to just serve myself and then not care at the expense of anyone else. So I don't know. I think that it's scary right now, dating in this generation because people aren't doing it for the right reasons. Like I said before, they're not as caring as they were before. The acts are not even the same. Like, I understand that men typically do nice gestures for women. Like, as far as being a guy goes, like, I don't get complimented. Like, oh, hi, handsome, this, that, like, things like that. It's like, I
You
feel
remember
like,
that shit when it do happen.
Bro,
though.
you
That's
do.
a fact.
That one
That's a
grandmother do
fact.
that
Dude.
shit, boy.
Yeah,
What?
it's
Yeah,
like,
still
Still remember that shit
bro,
3 years later.
Like, oh my God, your hair looks so nice. Like, really?
Thank you.
But it's like, I just feel like it's changed so much to where the focus and the light is mainly on women, in my opinion. I can't speak for everyone else. Like, I'm supposed to do this, or I'm supposed to take you here. If I care about you, this is what the date will look like. If you're lucky, you'll come across someone who doesn't really care about that and they want to spend time with you. But
Send that black truck. Send that black truck.
it's to the point where I personally don't even see myself really like doing certain things until I'm at a financial place of comfort, so that way it's like, okay, I can come correct and you can't disrespect me and try and belittle me because I can do for you on the financial side and do for you on the emotional side. I kind of got to make sure I'm well-rounded so that way I have a fair fighting chance.
Wait, so can I ask y'all a question, like going down the line, starting with Mr. Breezy over there? What do y'all look for, like, in a partner or like a person that you want to actually take serious? Like, what's trait or thing that pops out to you that like, okay, she got this. This is a green flag. We'll see how everything plays out after this. But so far, this is catching my attention.
For me, person would have to be, because I'm a genuine person, and like, I can be called on, and I always will come through for, whoever. So I would just really look for, how the person's heart is, and like if they're genuine, if they're actually really caring, and things like that. Obviously, they gotta bring something else to the table. You know what I'm saying? Their own money, stuff like that. But it's like first, it's like if you're a good, genuine person. That's what honestly what matters.
For me, everyone knows I don't mess with people. So like, if you can bring my first
Kevin,
barrier,
you love me.
No, like all jokes aside, you really, you guys know I don't like.
Yeah.
So me personally, if my first wall can go down, all right. If you can make my second wall go down, I'm like, okay. If my third one, I was like, all right, I might have to take you serious. But there's
Yo, he's an NPC.
that's all I have to say.
What about you, Big Sebo?
I think for me, like, it's really big on, I'm really big on, like, energy. So, like, if you're matching me, if not at times going above my energy, that's, like, big for me. So, if I'm meeting somebody, like, if I'm being, like, genuine and she's being genuine back, like, it's, like, genuineness. Like, it's, like, no intention behind it to, like, have an ulterior motive behind it. I fuck with that. Or if, like, we're just creating a situation where I can communicate thoroughly and not feel like, oh, she's going to use this against me. I appreciate that because I'll do the same. Like, I like being able to create an atmosphere where things feel safe and just reciprocated because now you want to do shit for that person or with that person because you're like, well, shit, she might match my energy. So I'm for it. So that's me.
For me, I feel like somebody who makes me want to do more. Like, I don't want somebody who's like, when I'm with them, I just want to be lazy all day on the couch, smoke, chill. It's like that's boring. I want to be productive. I want to be productive with you, and I want you to make me work hard. You feel me? Because like I want to be like when I'm with you, I just want to go get to the money because I'm with you because you make me want to go get to the money.
So someone who motivates you.
Yeah. And also like what Samuel said, like communication as well. Like, someone that you can be vulnerable with and, that makes you know that it's a safe space where it's like, whatever happens, it's like, it's okay.
Stays here.
Yeah, you feel me?
The door.
You feel me? It's okay. Like, that's it.
Man.
Talk to me, Steph.
I mean, I want to say stuff as far as like I can't even just go after as far as what I want from her. I'll say this. In order for me to receive anything that she could potentially give me, I need to be the best version of myself. I need to look myself in the mirror and face the things that have been haunting me for years because I feel like it doesn't matter what I necessarily want from her. Can I receive it? That's just my take on it.
And you
because
appreciate it too.
Exactly, because I can say this. I think me personally, if I'm just going to talk about myself, I've come in conflict with a lot of good people because of my own personal issues and problems. Like, I can say I want someone that communicates with me, but it's like, okay, now I'm asking this person to really learn how to communicate with me when I already know it's difficult to communicate with me. I need to fix that. Now, I can say I want to be loved, and I do, but at the same time, you're going to have to figure out how to love me the way I want to be loved. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with someone learning their partner, but it's like me trying to send someone who went to public school to an Ivy League college. It's going to be difficult for you because I have to fix what's wrong with me.
Foundation wasn't even set.
No, I got to fix that within myself. So I'd want someone, now that I can cover that could love me the way that works for me. And honestly, it's odd because there's moments where I would like someone to be around me, hold me, be there with me. And then there's times I want you to leave me alone.
Yeah, fact.
I feel like that's everybody though.
Yeah.
I don't know though. I can't speak for everybody. Like there's genuine moments where it's like I want to be left alone. I don't want to explain. I don't want to tell you. Not because I don't want to communicate. I just don't want to talk. I want you to be have a real life, like things that you need to do. I have a meeting, I have a business, I got to go to the gym, something, so that way you're not worried about me or bothered about me until after later in the day. Hey, how are you? Hey, I missed you. You know, tell me about your day. No, you go first because you had some shit to do, not because you were bored and you're calling me, texting me. You didn't text me good morning. Like, bro, I don't know. It's like I just want to be with someone who, like, I feel like I'm still my own person, but I also still have a person. And I know that it's difficult to get that because it's just going to make a woman feel like you don't care or you're not as invested. And with social media, if she's someone who posts pictures on Snap and Instagram, there's always going to be a cuck that's going to be in her inbox trying to tell her how much he loves her and how he'll do this, and that.
Talking to himself.
And, bro, I'm just trying to live right now. Like, I want you to come with me on this journey and the way that I want to live my life and be happy. I don't know if I'll be able to find a suitable partner. So, I don't know.
Okay.
Do y'all think y'all or people in general heal before going or moving on to the next person?
Hell no.
Personally, from y'all experiences, do y'all think
Hell no.
I mean, Steph clearly don't heal. So, do y'all heal or do y'all think to care to heal?
I've never been in that situation, so I don't know.
Okay.
And I meant that generally, by the way.
Honestly, I think you probably think you healed in certain situations, and then you don't realize you have it until you probably get to the next situation and you realize certain traits, certain stuff you picked up from the last one are still lingering, or you're still doing, or you picked up from that person. So it's like you don't really know until you really get there, or you don't really know until you actually really know. No cap for me. That's
actually, I can agree with that.
Yeah, me
I can
too.
agree with that.
I think a lot of people do walk into new situations with a lot of baggage because I think people use the new situation as the quote unquote healing. So they try to
Experiment.
Yeah, it's almost like, you know what? This shit didn't go well. I'm not going to bother sitting and dwelling and actually feeling what I feel. I'm going to just use this new person to distract me, and hopefully I get over it. But a lot of times, if you didn't clean up the mess behind, you're just bringing it to the one in front of you. So I don't think people do heal. I try my best to heal. I've had experiences where I can be honest. I'm like, nigga, you did not heal, bro. Like, you was literally just trying to move on to the situation because you know how, like, y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all know when it's like 3 a.m, nigga, you just sitting and everything start flashing and you're like, fuck, I do not feel good right now, bro. Like, I've had a lot of situations like that.
You know what I call that?
What?
That's called the midnight flashback. They get you. They get you.
good.
They get you. They have you reminiscing.
Everything.
They get you.
But real shit, like, you really, like, I think, especially as, like, guys, too, like, you really don't like feeling like shit, bro. And a lot of times, you might have been in a situation where, bro, there was more damage than good with the last person that you was with, and you understand from one time experiencing that, let me try to heal, you're like, nigga, this shit do not feel good. I don't even want to deal with this shit, and you might jump on to the next person. And, you know, I think it's very important as people to do, like, shadow work and figure out what are your problems and what are your flaws because, again, you might, like we was talking about, you might be a bad person going out to hurt somebody who's good, and then vice versa, you know, if they didn't
not even know it,
yeah.
and not even know it, too.
exactly. Just sending a chain reaction to this, the cycle just keeps going and
It's
going
bad,
and going.
bro. And our generation is fucked. Like, fucked. I'm so serious. Like, with the amount of information, TikTok and all these gurus and everybody telling you, like, how you can do shit and how you can do shadow work and how you can communicate and so on and so on. There's literally, like, psychology classes for free online on how you can self-analyze yourself and figure out shit that's wrong with you. And niggas do none of that. And
But you're now asking people to do work that they were never willing to do. Information has always been there. The psychology behind it has always been there. But it's on you if you actually want it. Like, it's crazy that you said that because I actually have the link to the book about doing shadow work on yourself because...
the TikTok book?
No, I'm not even gonna lie. I didn't get it from TikTok, though. I didn't. I got it because I was actually scrolling on the internet.
Okay,
I'm always, like, looking up different things, and I like to do readings on stuff because I'm not gonna lie. I like to know stuff because I argue a lot. And
I'm the same way.
Right?
You gotta be able to back up your shit.
For sure. So I actually have the link to it, so I'm just really happy that you brought that up because I don't think people are willing to do that work, which is why I even said before I can ask someone to what I want from them, I have to make sure that I'm good enough first. You know, but I also want to piggyback off what someone said. I think it was Brad who said that people are not healing before going into a situation. For example, if you hurt your knee, how are you going to know your knee is okay if you don't get out and go run or go walk on it? How are you going to know if it's better or not? You can think that you healed. You can say that you've been doing X, Y, and Z. You have to go out into real life and test yourself. You have to. Because how am I going to know if I can love this partner, be with this partner, if I just decided, well, I was hurt, so I think I'm healed. Then you go into the situation, you ruin this person. It's going to happen regardless. You're never going to know unless you actually put yourself in that situation.
I think it's more so just about giving yourself time to be able to go into the next person, though.
What if you did nothing in that time?
That's the problem, though. The problem is if you did nothing. I think it's more so about, like, a lot of times people fuck up or get into a situation where, like, something didn't work out. And rather than, okay, let me sit and actually, like, dwell on the situation and realize, okay, what went wrong? Did I do anything wrong? Even if you felt like you didn't do anything wrong, think about it. And then
you're doing that by yourself.
True. But a lot of people don't do that at all. They just go, okay, shorty that wanted to fuck with me, I'm texting the same night. Not saying that's everybody, but some people do that. I'm texting her, or now I'm a little extra flirtatious now, even though we used to be a little more than we were just friends before.
Yeah.
So now you're moving on it subconsciously without even, like, trying to actually sit down and think about what can you do with yourself. And don't get me wrong, a lot of people don't know how to actually do shadow work or sit there and be like, did I do it? Did I do something wrong? Can I work this shit out by myself? I'm just saying, don't hop to the next person right after some shit happened bad.
No, I definitely agree, but I think that if you don't actually insert yourself, you still won't know, because this person can trigger you. This person can bring things out of you that you thought were healed. This person can show you, I still need more work, and it's on you, in my opinion, as a person to realize, like, yo, I'm not as healed as I thought. I didn't grow as much as I thought, or I would have liked to. So I feel like if you don't reinsert yourself, you won't know.
I can agree to that.
You got to do it.
You still got it, yeah. But you have to be willing to communicate at the end of it, letting them know, I didn't heal enough. I ain't gonna lie, I'm not gonna put you through this, as opposed to just putting them through it and then realizing, oh, I didn't heal. Never mind.
But all right, peace, family. Y'all let us know what y'all thought about that topic time, dating in 2023. And then put in the comments what y'all think dating is like in 2023. We'd love to hear about it. And then put in the comments what other topics we should talk about. We always want to hear y'all suggestions and what we should do. So y'all let us know.
Hey, make sure you like, subscribe, hit that bell icon so you get a notification every time the boys upload. You know what I'm saying?
Take us out, Grease.
It's your boy Sleazy here, keeping it sleazy.
It's your favorite photographer here, Kaptured Moment, K Carve.
It's your boy Kevvv for real.
It's Mr. Red Breed, A.K. Brad.
It's your boy Big Sim on. We back with another bang.
And you was watching the
Beach Boys.
That's a wrap.
Banger! Banger!